Use the rudders only on the runway here, not the brakes. Airspeed
live. Rotate.
At Tower 62 Whiskey, 3 miles north of the airport.
Number 62 Whiskey, for right midfield downwind.
79. Flap down.
Right midfield downwind, 62 Whiskey.
Make sure they snapped in. Nope. Pull up a little bit. There we go. What speed are we climbing at?
78.
75.
75. So turn left.
At 1800.
Traffic.
We have to stay away from Luke's airspace, right?
Oh, Luke is closed.
So it doesn't. Okay.
Whiskey, right midfield downwind.
Right 062 Whiskey, runway 1 clear to land.
Runway 1 clear to land, 6 Whiskey.
Alright, what's the initial heading?
300
Glendale Tower, Air Coupe 93984, 10 miles southeast with Sierra, full stop.
Air Coupe 93984, Glendale Tower. Report the stack inbound from landing runway 1. And verify you do have information, Sierra.
Air Coupe 93984, report the I-10 stack for runway 1
Wait
with
to the
Sierra.
end of the runway.
Okay.
Alright, and then our departure time, 16:32, let's say, okay, 3 minutes ago. Make sure you write that down. Right in here, takeoff time. Alright, you start your turn now.
Approaching altitude.
RV-253 Victor Alpha for change approved.
RV-253 Victor Alpha. Change, frequency change approved.
Alright, let's simulate to activate your flight plan. Oh, actually, first let's do the checklists. Get some of the checklists.
After takeoff checklist, throttle full. Airspeed, no, we already did that one.
Alright, just do the things that apply, alright? To go back to the checklist, you still do it, okay? But just only do the things that make sense, right? So we're not climbing anymore. Flaps make sense, right? So check your flaps are up.
Flaps up. Engine gauges check. After takeoff checklist complete. Cruise. clear to desire
November 62 Whiskey, taxi ramp, monitor ground.
Taxi
ramp, monitor ground.
Up, throttle 5,000 RPM. 3 miles required. Moving gauges check. After takeoff, climb cruise checklist complete.
Okay. Now let's activate the flight plan here. Do you know which frequency to call?
Oh. I had it on. I don't know which frequency, but it would be calling Look airspeed, Look Air Force.
No. Make sure you fly to the PIR, which is our checkpoint, right? 122.2. You call the man.
122.2.
Yeah. You ever activated the flight plan before?
I did it last time on the phone. When I did the standard briefing.
Yeah, but that way you only file it. But you also need to activate it after takeoff.
Okay. No, I never did it.
Okay. So you would call them, alright, and you would tell them your tail number. So November, so not RV, but November 253 Victor Alpha. And the station is called Prescott Radio. Right, so you say Prescott Radio with your call sign, and we're just simulating, okay? Just do it to me. And then you tell them, when they come back to you, they ask you, okay, what do you want? And you tell them, I would like to activate my flight plan. And you tell them your departure time.
So, sorry, what was the station name?
293 pops over the green field, 3,000 feet, headed northbound back to Goodyear, Alaska. Rainbow.
Come again?
What's the station name, you said?
Prescott Radio.
Prescott Radio.
Yeah.
So, Prescott Radio, November 253 Victor Alpha, would like to activate flight plan.
Okay, and also tell them at what time you want to activate the flight plan. So your takeoff time in Zulu.
So, takeoff time 16:32. Zulu time.
Yeah. Alright, that's it. They come back to you and tell you, okay, your flight plan is activated. They might give you some weather updates. Alright. We need to calculate our time here, the estimated time of arrival, so that would be 39. Correct? You add the 7 minutes. Add the 7 minutes to your takeoff time.
Okay.
That's the estimated time of arrival.
Very nice.
Leaving altitude.
I'm gonna climb up to 4,500.
Okay. Make sure you calculate the other times here. You want all the estimated time of arrival, you need to calculate them.
Okay.
Do that right now.
Okay.
What's your ETA? The final one. 01?
01.
Oh, 1701? Okay, yeah, I got that too. You have the airplane trimmed out? It looks like you're grabbing the stick very hard. Okay. What speed are we looking for?
101.
No, what climb speed?
Oh, 75.
Nope. 85.
85?
Cruise climb. You know the difference between cruise climb and 75?
Oh. Well, now I know that 75 is for...
75 is just for the pattern, basically. For the first 1,000 feet. See that you can't see anything ahead? That's why. The nose is so high, you don't have visibility. If you climb at 85 knots, the nose is a little bit lower,
okay.
You can see where you're going.
Oh, okay.
Now you want to see your checkpoints.
Okay.
Do we stay on the setting?
On the gap? At the gap we will turn to 232.
Leaving altitude.
gap already?
Yes, we are. So the time of arrival is 16:42.
Okay.
Rainbow Valley, Commander 114, my Tango 5000, west of the Greenfield, circling maneuvers.
Then I will contact. I will make my call in the south area, Texas area.
Yeah. Where are you at?
We're at the gap.
Yeah.
We're going to heading to Gila Bend.
And the altitude.
Is this called practice area or?
Rainbow Valley.
Rainbow Valley. Rainbow Valley, RV-253 Victor Alpha, just leaving the gap, going to Gila Bend at 4,500 feet.
Yep, and at the end you also say Rainbow Valley.
Rainbow Valley.
Alright, so what is the actual wind right now outside?
Going this way.
Oh, how much?
It's 323 at 21.
What is your crosswind?
21?
Yeah, 21 knots, right?
That's a
when
lot.
your calculations here are with 0.
Yes.
Okay, so what do we need to make an adjustment there, probably?
We need to change the course.
Yeah.
Towards.
Use about half of the value in degrees. Okay, so if it's 20 knots, you use 10 degrees to correct it. Okay, so we need to add 10 degrees to the right. So what heading did we calculate? You calculated
232.
232, so it's go over 242.
For every 20 degrees.
Oh, for every 2 degrees. No, for every 2 knots, you do 1 degree.
Okay.
That's a little bit better. Do you see the prison? Yeah, those white buildings over there, right? It looks a little bit better now.
Okay.
It doesn't look so well as your power setting and your altitude. They're both off. What power setting are we usually using for cruise?
5,000.
Yeah. Always go back and make sure you have 5,000 there. Otherwise, it's going to take you forever.
So you have to always keep your altitude constant, but are you always looking at it by trimming down, or how do you keep it steady?
Yeah, I look at it and I see a deviation, right? So I'm going to pitch up a little bit. The trimming is the last thing you do. First you need to fix it, right?
Okay.
So you pitch up a little bit to get to, no, don't trim it. Let's pitch up a little bit to go to 4,500 and level off there. Just try to get it with the stick first, right? And then you trim away control pressures. Yeah, that's it. So you want to make sure that you're not only checking if you're on the altitude, but also want to note any trends, like up or down trend.
Okay.
Need to see if there's movement.
Okay.
Let's see if we can call them, make a pilot report. Prescott radio, remember 253 Victor Alpha. Can you hear me fine, or is it? I hear it.
253 Victor Alpha, Prescott radio.
Prescott radio, remember 253 Victor Alpha with the pilot report on 10 miles south of Kilo Golf 4,500 feet. Wind is showing 330 at 22 knots. And the temperature of 10 degrees. That sounds horrible.
Yes, it makes like a beeping sound.
Yeah.
For 253 Victor Alpha, roger. What's your present or your aircraft type? And you said you were 10 miles south of Goodyear.
Remember 253 Victor Alpha, we are in RV-12 and the location is affirmative.
Roger, copy 3 Victor Alpha, 10 miles south of Goodyear, 4,500 RV-12, wind 330 at 22 and temperature of 10, is that correct?
Remember 253 Victor Alpha, that's correct.
3 Victor Alpha, roger, thanks for the report. What's your destination today?
Remember 253 Victor Alpha, Echo 63.
3 Victor Alpha, roger. They do have air maps in the area for moderate turbulence, low-level wind shear forecast for areas off to the northwest. Pilot reports requested if you do encounter anything en route. The altimeter we have from Gila Bend Auxiliary Field was showing 3005. Anything else I can help you with?
Remember 253 Victor Alpha, I meant that pilot report to negative turbulence. And nothing else, thank you.
3 Victor Alpha, roger, negative turbulence. Have a good day.
Alright.
That was a pilot report you created?
Yeah.
To inform other pilots?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So if someone calls in for the weather briefing, they will now get that pilot report.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it helps out other pilots. And they can also use that, actually, weather forecasters can also use that information. Because they know the actual temperature now at the air here, they know the air movement.
On this frequency you made it?
On this frequency.
On one.
Yeah, Prescott radio.
So why we didn't activate a flight plan with them? So you said they're closed, but they
Yeah,
do.
we didn't file one.
Oh, okay.
Did you file one?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
yeah. Yeah, if you don't file a flight plan, you don't have one.
But last time, the first time we did it, you activated it to a VOR, right? You created on flight.
You mean, yeah, you can file a flight plan in the air, that's possible. But it takes a long time. You know, you congest the frequency for a long time, so I usually don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, usually you file it on the ground, you can file it online, on ForeFlight, or you can file it with the weather briefer.
Okay.
On the phone. Right? Just after the weather briefer, you tell him, I would also like to file a flight plan. And they will ask for some additional information.
Okay.
So present at 07, is that the...
51, yeah.
Oh, 51. How do they do? Oh yeah, 51. That works out nice.
And I will turn to right heading 185 because of the wind.
No, now the wind is coming directly from behind us, right?
Okay.
So it's probably zero wind correction. It depends on your crosswind.
Okay.
I see how your crosswind changes down here. As we're turning, I think it's going to be almost zero crosswind. It should be mostly from behind, but our ground speed is going to be very high. See that? We have 130 knots ground speed, but we fly faster than expected. I'd still have 18 knots crosswind, so you can adjust that with your angle.
285.
So half of that, right? So about 7 degrees. So what was the original
82.
heading?
82.
Yeah, that should work. And you can see your ground track here, 177. Right, so that's what we want. I think Did I tell her our altitude correctly when I was
Yes,
talking to the lady? I said 4,000. I was just thinking, did I say 3,500?
No, you said
I said
4,000.
Okay, good. Alright, since we have a lot of tailwind, we probably want to start the descent early, so that because we're going to be faster.
Okay. We are at Lakeside View right now.
Okay.
The time of arrival, 53. Is that because we were fasted, right?
Yeah, because we have more ground speed. Alright, what do you do here at Lakeside Private?
I'm going to start descending.
Yeah, to what altitude?
To 1,600.
Okay. I'm going to set that here. Alright, and we need to get some weather information. Maybe start talking to the field there.
Yes, it's 122.8. It'll be the same thing, just requesting traffic advisor?
Yeah. Okay. Tell them your location.
Okay. And this is 11, right?
Yeah, Helaman traffic.
11 traffic, RV-253 Victor Alpha, it's at Lakeside View, requesting traffic advisor, 11.
Alright, could be that there's no one there. What we can see though is, see that it's not smoke.
The steam.
The steam, yeah, from the plant. It looks there's no wind, right?
Right.
Wind is calm. And if there's no one in the pattern, you choose which runway you want to use.
Want to use runway 4?
Okay. Make sure you communicate that. So how far are we right now from the field approximately?
We're probably 12 miles? No, we can check the right.
Yeah.
Map.
Yeah, ma'am.
Here is. 6 miles?
Yeah. And we're still pretty high, so you need to increase your rate of descent. You need to fly your heading, otherwise you're never going to get there. Reduce the power. We need to descend faster. Alright, we're still too high. Make your call.
11 traffic, RV-253 Victor Alpha is 6 miles from the airport. Landing runway 4, 11.
Alright, there got to be a little bit more specific where you are, okay? 6 miles from the airport could be anywhere. 6
north.
miles north, yeah? Stay on your heading. Why are you deviating from your heading? Do you see the field?
Not yet.
Okay, so you better stay on your heading or you're going to miss your field.
Oh, I see the field.
Okay, let's turn towards it.
Are we going to go, how do we do the approach? Do we cross the runway or we just go and...
Why would we cross the runway?
Check the...
Why do you turn away from the field? Fly to the field, please. You see it?
Yes.
That shiny thing there on the ground, that's the hangar, okay? So this is the heading that we're flying. Don't fly to the power plant. Right, we're flying at the airport here. You said you want to do runway 4. What's the traffic direction for runway 4?
It will be right traffic.
No, not right traffic. Left traffic. Okay, unless it's specified, they're both left traffic, both runways.
Approaching
So one is on this
altitude.
side, one is on the other side.
Okay.
Right, so we're making a 45-degree entry. And we're going to turn straight into the downwind. That's what's going to happen.
774, 12 miles to the west, inbound for Veneno, left downwind for runway 2, right downwind 24, 87.
Alright, we haven't done any checklists. That's a problem. Stop descending here, you gotta level off at 1600.
Descend and approach, throttle reduce, 80s or altimeter set, airspeed as desired, engine gas monitor, flaps up.
What's the pattern here? Pattern
Leaving
altitude?
altitude.
1600.
Okay. So is it okay to be at
No.
1400 right now?
Oh,
It's not okay. Turn it to the downwind. I already dialed it in. Climb back up to 1600. At full power, yeah, fix it. Probably good, reduce power. Start your turn here. Reduce the power, out of idle. Wait until you slow down to 65. Turn.
Leaving altitude.
Make it a touch and go, okay?
touch and go.
Yep.
Traffic, catching at Diamond Field, set up speed close, please flight away.
Heliman traffic, over 2x3 Victor for short final runway 4, touch and go, Heliman. Alright, take off. Nope, leave the flaps at 50. Take off. Rotate.
Okay. E1, flaps down.
Right on time, 51. Just like 01, like we
01.
calculated. Worked out pretty well. Okay, I want to fly around a little bit here so you get familiar with the area, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of
Altitude.
how to approach both runways, alright?
Okay.
So I'll be flying the airplane for a little bit.
Okay.
Flight controls.
Good control.
Thank you. Alright, give me the after takeoff checklist, please. After takeoff, throttle full. Airspeed 75. Flaps up, up, and you don't have them locked in. Do you see that? There we go. Energy gauges check. All in the green. Right here. Alright, we're going to do a 45-degree turnout. Band traffic, remember, RV-253 Victor Alpha, upwind departure, northbound, Gila Bend.
Leaving altitude.
I have a terrible squealing noise in my transmissions. Do you hear that?
I hear it, yes.
I climb up to... There we go to 3,000 feet. Alright, see the airport, take a good look at it, right? See where the power plant is, see where the airport is, see where the road is, right? Well, that's going to help you finding your place and how to approach the airport, okay? Especially if you're not sure what the winds are like and where the traffic is, if there's any traffic, okay?
Okay.
Well, let's say, for example, you come here on the day, but you can't see the steam from the power plant because, for example, it's too hot. Okay, it's too hot where you don't see the steam. So you come here and you don't know what the wind is like, all right? So in that case, you'd probably just cross over the midfield and you check the windsock, all right? So I'm going to do that. And you want to cross the field 500 feet above traffic pattern altitude. So in this case it would be 2100. Set my altitude. I'm going to start my descent. I'm going to turn right to the airport here. Like that. I'm going to do my descent checklist. Checklist, please. I should probably just keep it over here. Takeoff, cruise, descent. Alright, throttle reduce. You want to do those checklists early out, right? So because we did it really shortly while we're getting there. So you can do that right after you're leaving Lakeside Private. Already do it. ATIS, altimeter set. We got the altimeter from the flight service station, airspeed as desired. I'll keep it kind of at this speed here. Engine gauges monitor, all in the green, and flaps up above 82. We'll leave them up for now. Element traffic, RV-253 Victor Alpha, 2 miles to the north. We're going to cross midfield at 2,100. Element traffic. Alright, so where's the windsock at here? I think that is kind of where the VOR station is, that white station there on the ground.
Okay.
I'll go with my traffic pattern power setting here around 4,000 RPM. Trim it out. What's important is that these fields is that you just tell the traffic what you're doing, okay?
Okay.
So that you don't pop up at unexpected places for them, right? That would be good. Let's see. Can't really see a windsock. Start my turn here. I think it's going to be on my side. Yeah. It's right next to the runway. At the beginning of runway 4. And yeah, it looks like the wind is definitely calm.
So in case you weren't here, I would have to do a 45 degree on from the other side to see it, or how do I see the windsock? Because I can't see it from here.
You would fly over and you would turn around and you fly over again. Right, and then you would have it on your side.
Okay.
Or we could do that. I'm going to do I guess a left turn would be better. So left side clear, I'll do a left 180. Element traffic, RV-253 Victor Alpha is on the south side of the airport, 2,100 feet, and crossing midfield to the north. Element. Alright, so now it's on your side. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see it better. Alright, so you do that, and if you decide, okay, I want to use runway 4, it's going to be, the downwind is on the other side, right, on the north side, like we did it earlier.
Right.
Kind of where the power plant is. You're just a little bit to the left of the power plant, that's your downwind there, okay?
Okay.
So there's two options how to enter the downwind. You can do it directly here. You would just have to descend down to 1600 and turn into the downwind. You can do that. Or in this case, what I want to show you is we're going to do a teardrop entry. So we're going to fly out, we're going to do a right turn and turn into the downwind.
Okay.
But we have to fly out first for a little bit. So right now we're crossing over the downwind, right? So if there's any traffic, that would be below us, 500 feet. So there's enough separation. And then I can turn my heading here to the runway, to the opposite runway. So about heading 220. Right, so that way I know which direction to turn to, where to turn to. I'm going to set my altitude to 1600 because I want to descend. Okay. midfield, descending down to 1,600, enter the right downwind, correction left downwind runway 4, kilo bend.
Altitude.
There's traffic coming from the north. If I reduce the power, start my descent here. I'm doing a right turn. They haven't talked to us yet, so I don't know if they're planning on coming to the field or not. There's the airport coming around. I will make sure there's no one in the downwind here. I can just keep the turn coming, turn right into my downwind. 1600, level off, add power, 4,000 RPM.
Go traffic, you've got to get jumpers to the field, 13,000 feet below, do not fly, additional jumpers.
And now we're in the downwind for runway 4. Okay? Now if I want to go the downwind runway 22, I'd cross over midfield here. And again, there's two options. I could do option 1, which I just did, where I cross at 500 feet above the pattern altitude. Or I can use option number 2. I cross at pattern altitude and I turn straight into the downwind for runway 22. Kilo bend traffic, RV-253, Victor Alpha, crossing midfield at 1,600, making left traffic, runway 22, kilo bend. I hope no one has to listen to this because that sounds like a terrible noise.
But I can understand you.
You hear it fine? To me, I have a squealing noise in my transmission.
Well, there is a squealing, but in spite of that, I can still understand what you're saying.
Okay. So now, because I want to enter the downwind runway 22, I'm going to put the opposite runway in here, so 040. Alright, so I crossed over the field. Now I kind of have to estimate the downwind spacing, so I look at the runway. And again, what you're looking for is kind of the wingtip over the runway, same thing. So left side is clear, so start my turn into the downwind here. Make sure I'm at 4,000 RPM. And I'm already at beam my touchdown point. I'm below 82, so I put the flaps to 50. Right, there's the wingtip approximately over the runway.
Cross midfield now at 3,000
Traffic, RV-253, Victor Alpha, left downwind runway 22, or kilo bend. And when's the comp, by the way? Trying to fly out until I get to my 45-degree point from the runway.
Kilo bend traffic, here, 2, get
Here.
2 miles to the south, make a right teardrop.
Out of idle.
Left downwind for runway 22, kilo traffic.
Keep the speed at about 65. So there's another traffic. They just crossed over the midfield. And they crossed at 1,000 feet above pattern altitude, so they crossed at like 2,600, I think. Oh, we should see them somewhere up there. Oh, over there. Over the wing now. Pretty high over the wing. So they're also turning into the downwind runway 22.
That's what they said, yeah.
Yep. Final is clear. Turning final. A little bit fast here, but I have the power at idle.
So you're making that right teardrop. Downwind.
A little bit too fast, about 4 knots too fast. So expecting a little bit of longer float. Rounding out. I was already at idle. On the ground, flaps is at 50, full power. 55 rotate.
Kilo traffic, use gas, get traffic to the field, 5,000 feet below, please do not fly, jump 5, point out our high downwind, 20 left.
Kilo bend traffic, RV-253, Victor Alpha, upwind, departure, runway 22 to the north, range, kilo bend. Alright, speed is 78, flaps to 0. Alright, what altitude are we going to?
3,500.
3,500, okay. So we're going to stay on this heading here for now until we reach 1600, and then we're going to do a 45-degree turnout. During the week here, we cannot cross the I-8, which is down there. Oh, there's that guy. He's doing the entry now into the downwind.
Okay, yeah.
Alright. So we'll do a 45-degree turnout here to the right. I'm flying until I'm 500 feet above traffic pattern altitude. And then what heading are we turning to?
355.
355. Right side clear. And now I transition to the cruise climb, right? 85 knots, what I'm looking for. I'm setting that and then I'm trimming for it. Okay, so now I'm at the heading. However,
we'll be looking for that
we know that
still about 3.5 miles.
we are parallel to a course. Our real course is over there, right? Starts at the airport, so we're going to have to re-intercept it. So I'm going to turn a little bit more to the right, only about 30 degrees or so to the right.
Okay.
And re-intercept the course. So you kind of have to find that imaginary line. And it starts at the airport, so I want to be kind of on the line between the airport to Lakeside Private. But re-intercepting that, when I'm on there, then I'm going to turn onto my heading.
Okay.
Alright. I can give you controls now. Your controls?
My controls.
You can give me the climb checklist. Here you go.
Approaching altitude.
The after takeoff checklist?
Yep.
After takeoff checklist, throttle full, airspeed 75, no, we're faster than that. Flaps up, engine check, everything in green. Cruise.
We're not cruising yet, we're still climbing. Alright, now go with a departure time of probably 5 minutes
12,
ago.
12.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Thank you. Alright, see where the airport is now, behind us?
Yes.
So we're approximately back on our course.
Okay, thank you.
You see, already you can see Lakeside Private over there. So this is called re-intercepting your course.
Okay.
10 miles northwest inbound for landing.
Alright, now that we're away from the airport, we can go back to the practice area frequency.
Cruise checklist. Accelerate to desired speed. Flaps up, check. Throttle 5,000 RPM. Trim as required. Engine gauges. All in green, check. Cruise checklist complete.
Alright. You already calculated your times, okay, nice, so you're way ahead of me.
And last one, I think it was, I put 17, but it's 7 on the estimated time.
Wait, which one?
7, this one.
7 or 17?
No, 17 is too much. 7.
Oh yeah, from PIR to Glendale is not...
7.
7, okay. 32... So I have 41.
Yes.
17:41 arrival time.
Yes.
Frame Rainbow Valley, traffic 75371 Kilo, northeast corner of Greenfield, 2000, ground reference, over Rainbow Valley.
Alright, I think it's time for a picture. Successfully found the way to Gila Bend. Alright. Our ground speed is pretty slow, right? Because we have a headwind now. But you can see the wind is a little bit weaker down here than it is higher up there.
Yes.
It's interesting to see. At 4,500 we have 22 knots. On the ground we have 0.
That's what probably the briefer told me to stay at 3,500.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes it makes sense to pick your altitude based on what the winds are. Like if you fly higher and you have more headwind, you probably want to fly a little bit lower to have less headwind. But when you ride over Lakeside Private, you're not going to see Lakeside Private. So you want to find a point that's right abeam it that you will be able to see. Right? For example, that piece of water over there.
Or there's some trees over there that is parallel.
Yeah, anything.
But also, can I relate it to this one, right? Because it has.
Yeah, you can. Okay. You can, but you don't want. The main navigation is outside looking. Okay.
Okay.
This is more for situational awareness.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe make a radio call on Rainbow Valley. The over Lakeside Private flying to prison.
Rainbow Valley area, RV-253 Victor Alpha. It's at Lakeside View, going to the prison at 3,500 feet. Rainbow Valley.
Very good.
So my checkpoint is here. Arrival time is 20.
Okay, so 2 minutes behind as expected.
Because we did the deviation, right? Because we
yeah, that maybe too, yeah. But also the headwind, I think.
The headwind, okay.
So your ground speed right now is 88 knots, and you calculated a ground speed of 101.
101, yes. Oh, that's why.
Engine failure.
Okay. We have the checklist here for engine failure. I can see it. Engine malfunction.
Leaving altitude.
I don't understand this one. Okay, I have to remember. I have to look for a place where I want to land.
What do you do before that?
The glide speed.
Yeah.
So 63.
Okay.
So 63. So now I want to find a place where I want to land. That looks like a good place, good spot, because it's flat.
What? I think that's a trash mountain. You don't want to land on it.
Oh.
You find a field or a road.
Wherever I want. Well, what about
Wherever you want.
This one.
Okay, is there power lines that you need to be aware of?
There's a power line, yes. So I just need to check where am I gonna go, how am I gonna get into?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pretend this is my runway. So I will be on the downwind here. So
well, you want to land parallel to the lines of the field, right?
Oh, here, not this way.
No. You don't want to.
Okay. So I want to fly around.
Okay.
So I'll make approach from the other side.
Okay.
Then I am start checking all the things, master, ignition, check this, check all that could be possible failure. Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything.
Okay. Let's pull up the checklist again, the one that you don't understand. The big red one, yeah, there. No, not that one, the other one. Yeah. Alright, so what you just did was the engineer restart, right?
Yes.
So, and if you have a complete power failure, you do the forced landing checklist down here.
Okay. Maximum gliding distance, airspeed 85.
Where are you going? That's somewhere over there, right? Clear the engine here.
How do I know that is enough for us to land the length?
The fields usually should be good. Like the length of those fields here, they're fine.
Okay. Maximum rate of descent airspeed 60. Okay. Fuel shut off valve off. Flaps up.
Yeah, leave them where they are for now.
Okay.